Alrighty, howdy everybody. Welcome, welcome. It is just the Brandt today. I am Larry-less here on a Marvel Thursday. We're not going to do a stream from the store today, so I figured I would do a little solo stream from the Portal home studio here. So that's where I am. So hopefully you're able to join in and watch this, or you're watching later. I'm really just going to have fun. I'm going to play Kang, who I think is super fun, and I'm going to play with probably what's my favorite deck right now, which is the Spider-Woman Protection Leadership deck. Kind of also, Steve Kim on Beat the Game kind of calls it the Draw Your Life deck. So that is the one that I am on now. I'm just going to check my volume here, because that is always a tricky spot, and see where we're at. And then we'll jump into this deck and we'll play some Kang and we'll see how it all goes. Now I'm not talking on here. And see where we're at. Oh, sounds great. Okay, perfect. All right, so first off, I'm going to use these counters for my various colors for her, and I'm going to use this one as blue, so I'll be putting those on. You'll be seeing that as I play, because she adds those counters. I've already dealt myself my one card. He's tough. Shuffle up my deck. So the key to this deck is Captain Marvel. I want to get the Captain Marvel ally out, and then I'm going to try to draw as many cards as I possibly can using her, and I'm going to just completely load her up with other things. I can't even find her now. Here she is. So I'm going to get her. Every time I use her, I get to draw a card, and then I'm just using Inspireds and Get Readies to use her as many times as I can, and Med Teams to keep her alive and whatnot. So that's kind of the goal. We'll see how it goes against Kang. I'm going to try the first round to stay down in Alter Ego, so if he draws in advance and schemes out, then I may have to start over. But other than that, if this deck gets up and running, works pretty well here. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I got all these. I like getting my Med Team out early. I've got a containment immunity, so I could just flip and take a hit, but I think I'll get rid of these ones. I'll keep my Finesse, draw 3 more, and that should work pretty well. So first off, I'll use my ability to flip and see that this is going to be Shadows of the Past, but specifically it's going to be 2 icons, so we should be okay there. Then I think what I'll do is I'll simply play a Finesse to get that engine going, and I will play a Med Team to get that happening as well. 3 counters on my Med Team, and stay flipped down to this side. So I'll draw back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got a Clea, I've got a Self-Propelled Glide, and Inconspicuous, so I can actually use these to get rid of all the threat, flip to the other side, and go from there. So should be okay till I get Captain Marvel out in terms of all that. So here we go. So he's going to add 1 threat to the main scheme. Then he is going to go ahead and scheme. He's going to scheme for 3. I already knew what that card was, so this will go up here. And then I'm going to draw a card, and we'll hope neither of these are advance. Under fire, so I've got to take 2 cards, of course. We're going to get the pin down side scheme. Put that over here. It has 2. And I put 2 more threat for each obligation in play, so I don't have to worry too much about that. An Ancient Warrior has Quick Strike, won't do that, and then this Assault will surge into Time Travel Hijinks. So I have to take my highest cost card, tuck it under there, and keep that one there, and it's a Lightning Bolt to get rid of it. All right, so let's see how plans change from here. So first off, I'm going to go ahead and look at this card. So that's going to be attach this. I won't be able to ready. That could be a little bit of pain. So let's go ahead and flip over. And we will put Clea in play. Clea comes out. That's going to be a green card. So that'll give me 2 for attacking if I need it. I'll then play Inconspicuous. And that will give me a yellow that I've played, and I can remove 3. So 1, 2, 3, because I can remove them in different places, which is kind of cool. And then I think I'll keep it really simple. Oh, I could have, sorry. I'm going to keep my Inspired, because I could have played that with Finesse. Then what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the Ancient Warrior, so that's done. This is out. And then I'm going to play Self-Propel Glide to ready, and I'm going to thwart, get rid of that 3 threat right there. I did forget to get rid of this, but that's okay. Oh, was that? No, the obligation wasn't in play when I did it. So then I'll use Clea to get rid of his tough. And away we go. Draw back up. I've got my 2 resource, Inspiring Presence. So you see all these cards. Ah, there's a Call for Aid, so that'll help me to get Captain Marvel back out. And I can use, and I can use Containment Immunity if I need to be able to get there. So here we go. So he's going to add 1 threat. He's going to attack. I'm not going to add threat. He's going to get +2 to his attack. And he's going to go right through Clea. So he's going to add this, which is going to attach to my identity. So the next time I ready, I cannot. It will kill Clea because he'll attack for 5. She'll get shuffled back in. And then we will draw an encounter card, which is another time travel hijinks. Woo. So he's going to take my finesse. Ouch. That hurts my build. That is that. So that ends my turn. So those are gone. And away we go. All right. So not too bad. We should be able to flip down here. So I guess what I will do is I will call for aid. So that lets me flip until I find an Avenger, of which the only Avenger I have in here is Captain Marvel. He's a defender and a mystic. So I'm going to flip through, probably going to get through a good portion of my deck, but that call for aid definitely adds to it. So there we go. These are discarded. And now I can put Captain Marvel out to work great because I have this inspired. So I should be able to play her 1, 2, 3, 4, save my Inspiring Presence. And I will use that to remove this 1 threat because really the threat is what I want to keep down. And that lets me draw a card whenever I play her. So now I have this. So then I can use this card to play Inspiring Presence. She readies and heals. And then I will attack for 2. He's down to 13. And I draw another card. Let's see. I played Inspiring Presence, so I now have 2. So I will swing for 2 here. Go to 11. And then flip down. And I want to keep these power gauntlets because everything's going on Captain Marvel. But I really need to get a med team back in order to be able to play that. This will now be gone, but I can look at the top card here so I know that's what he'll be doing. All right, draw back up. 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've gone through my deck, so I'm actually going to get this shield. Shuffle through. So once this deck gets built up, it's crazy. So that's what I'm trying to do on this first round is just keep that threat down. Get Captain Marvel all built up, get med teams in play, and then it's ready to just cruise right through, dealing a ton of damage at a time is the idea. Awesome. So we got all these. Pheromones is going to be huge because that just buys me turns to keep building is the idea. Sorry, I should not have readied up. I should have gotten rid of this card, so I'm not ready. All right. He's going to add 1. He's going to scheme for 1 plus 2 is 3. So again, we always run that risk of advance, and then we draw into the card. So he's got the shield. I could deal damage to him. And then I've got depowered. So I got all these obligations that I'm going to need to get rid of. So hero-specific cards, huh? All right. So I will start by playing my Self-Propel Glide to get rid of depowered. Then I'm going to play a Venom Blast to get rid of one of these time travel hijinks. And actually, I'm going to need the med team. Ooh, which one? I think I'll get the med team back. Really just want to get rid of that obligation so it doesn't become a mess. I'm going to look at the top card of my deck. So now I know I've got a double resource, which is okay. When Kang is attacked. Got it. All right. What are we going to do here? I think we just take it. So we'll flip. We will play Pheromones. And that will be a blue card. And when I play Pheromones, I stun and confuse him. This is how I buy my turns. So we will do that. Then we will put the Power Gloves on Captain Marvel. And that is another blue card. That's all we got there. So then Captain Marvel's going to attack. Sorry, nope. Remove threat. So scheme for 2. Get rid of this. When she does, she deals 1 damage to an enemy. So that'll bring Kang down to 10. And I draw this double resource card. And that will end my turn. So I'm really going to need something to heal Captain Marvel or to put on her. But we're getting pretty close here to being quite successful. So now with this containment immunity, I can take another turn with Inspiring Presence. That will help. I'd like something to add health to her or to heal her, which is the only issue I'm running into right now. And then a little more build on my end would be good as well. So we'll add 1 threat. Kang is stunned, so he does not attack. And then we draw Weakened. So I take a damage every time I use a basic ability. And that is gone. So I've got all these over here. I'm going to need to get rid of those. Don't have a lot of punches. So now my problem is I can't use Captain Marvel. I could use Inspiring Presence, which might be okay. I could use my containment immunity. I may just want to use these. Wow. What do I want to do here? I want to get rid of threat for sure. And I'm going to need a punch. So I'm going to need those 2. So I guess what I'll do is I'll play my containment immunity with the strength. That's just going to give me a tough, which will help me when I want to take a damage and give me a green here. And then I'm going to play Inspiring Presence to heal Captain Marvel. And Ready, that'll give me a blue. So then 1 damage to the attacker, so that doesn't work out well. So I will thwart for 2 here. Ooh, I should have been smarter about that. So before I do this, I will attack for... Before I play any of those, I will attack for 1 to get rid of this, block it, and take 1 damage. Then I'll play my containment immunity and put my tough on and heal back up. Sorry about that. So then I'll have Captain Marvel attack here, or sorry, thwart here for 2 and deal 1 damage, so Kang goes down to 9. Draw a card. And I will flip down. Oops. These are just my tokens. I probably should get other colored tokens of some sort, but this just works because it's easy. And then I'm going to use my punch. And I'm going to use my lightning bolt. I don't know that this one's a big deal, but I hate having the obligations, so I'm going to get rid of those. Keep everything nice and tidy in terms of that, and I'll hold on to my Night Nurse. Let's just look at whatever card's here. So there's an advance, which is going to be nice because that'll just be a 0 draw. Draw back up to 6. Now we got these Inspired and Inspiring Presences. So yeah, it's a little tricky because we haven't got from an identity, so I can't heal there. I haven't got those med teams, which usually come through. But I've had issues in games where those don't happen, and it becomes a little trickier, but we'll be all right. So we're ready up here. We're going to add 1 threat. Kang is going to scheme. Oh, Kang can't scheme. So he'll be confused. So now he will draw this card, which means he will scheme for 1, and I am stunned. So this goes to 3. All right, not too bad. Making our way through. Bad draw there. Could be troublesome, but we seem to be okay so far. So let's go ahead and take our turn. We'll look at the top card of this. We're going to get Macrobot, so he's either going to become tough, which isn't really a big deal. We will flip over here. We are going to use Second Wind to play an Inspired on Captain Marvel. So now she thwarts and attacks for 3. And then that's going to be a blue card that we played. Then we will use Get Ready to play Inspiring Presence, excuse me. So that will heal her. And Ready, and then she can thwart for 3 and afterward do 1 damage to Kang to bring him down to 8. We're not really worried about this damage. We want to keep building. I want to get finesses and other things out, so it's not a big deal in terms of that. And then I'll use Power of Protection to play Night Nurse. Put 3 counters on there. That can get rid of some of those things. So that'll get rid of my Stunned. And heal me for 1 damage. Where did my Tough go? Did I discard my Tough? I think I should still be tough, right? Nothing attacked me. That should be good. All right. So I will get rid of that. And I guess I will attack for 3. Awesome. There we go. So we still got a double. 1, 2, 3. We're looking for those med teams that are just not coming out. It's crazy. They got to all be stuck together, or I forgot to put them in here. I've got 1 in the discard pile, so they're stuck together in there somewhere. That's what's really going to pick up this deck and get it working. All right, so he's going to attack for 1. Then he's going to attack me. I'm tough, so I'm just going to go ahead and let him add 2 to his attack. So it's going to be 5 plus he's tough. And that will get rid of my tough. And then he's going to draw a card, and it's going to be Time Travel Tactic. So that's what I didn't want to do, take indirect damage. No worries, that one just surges because I don't have any obligations, right? Yep. And then it's going to be a Macrobot, so we're going to have to get rid of them. So really, the interesting part is I'm using Spider-Woman to protect Captain Marvel. It's almost like Captain Marvel is my hero with this deck. All right, let's see what we can do now. So, can't attack there because we only get rid of 3. Whew. All right. Yeah, we got to figure that out. So we'll use a call for aid for an inconspicuous. We'll get rid of this 1 here, and that'll give us a yellow token. Then we will... Wow. Could just attack twice, huh? Doesn't really help us with Captain Marvel, but the problem is I can't have Captain Marvel go here. So maybe that was a bad play on the other one. So, yeah, I'm just going to play Self-Propelled Glide. Or sorry, I'm going to attack for 2. I'll take 1 damage. Then I'll play Self-Propelled Glide, stand up, attack again. And that'll get rid of these Macrobots. Don't take damage on the second one. And then I will flip down. And I'll just have Captain Marvel sit there. I'm going to hold this, hoping I can draw this turn for what I'm looking for. And this is gone. We can look at this card. More Macrobots. All right, so we will draw. There's a Pheromones. There's a Finesse. There's our apartment. All right, so we'll get a few things set up, but we still don't have those in there. I'm just going to make sure they're in here and reshuffle. Okay, 2 med teams are in there. All right. Sorry. I know that's an illegal shuffle, but in case they were stuck in the box or something was what I was really worried about more than anything. All right, so we will add 1 threat. Kang will scheme. He's going to scheme and add a tough status card and 1 more threat. And then draw here. Time Travel Hijinks. I don't take any damage, but it surges into advance. And when he advances, he's going to add 3. This goes to 5. Dun, dun, dun. That was close. So we're at 5 there on that. All right, let's see here. So now we got to figure out how to play all these. So we're going to get rid of this Self-Propelled Glide to play Jessica's Drew's Apartment. We're going to use the apartment to look at the top 5 cards. Hey, there's a med team. So we're going to take that med team, put it in our hand, shuffle the rest of these together. Deck's getting thin again. Then, wow, I like all of these. What am I going to do? I'm going to have to play the med team first, draw, then I can play Inspiring Presence, draw again. I'm going to lose these 3 that I really want, but I got to get that med team going. So, we will flip. I don't think we're going to heal up because I think we'll be fine. We are going to play a med team using these 3. Med team will be a green. We'll add 3 counters to that. And then we will use the med team to heal 2 off of Captain Marvel. We will thwart for 3, attack for 1, get rid of the tough. Take a consequential damage and draw a card. It's a Venom Blast. We're going to use Venom Blast to play Inspiring Presence. Stand her up, healer. Remove 3 threat. Attack for 1 here. I don't want this to trigger. That's the tricky part. So I draw the Sky Cycle, which I want to put on Captain Marvel. Take 1 damage again. And then I've got 3 here, so I guess I'll use my 3 at this point. Trigger over. Did I just flip up this turn? Yeah, I did because I used the apartment. So then I will stay on this side in terms of all that. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is everything we're looking for. Awesome. All right, now we should be good. So now we're going to add 1 threat. He's going to attack me. I'm just going to end up taking... Oh, what did I have? I had these. I'm going to end up taking it. So I will add 1 threat to that. So he only attacks me for 3. Plus 3 is 6. Oh, goodness. I'm down to 4. That's all right. And then we'll go here. And it's a T-Rex. All right. So I'll have to spend a little time here again. So first things first, let's put our Sky Cycle out on Captain Marvel. Do that. So then we will remove 3 threat here and get rid of the tough on the T-Rex. That'll let us draw a card. And we put that out. So we drew an energy barrier. Then we are going to ready with the Sky Cycle. And we're going to use Energy Barrier to play the Reinforced Suit, giving her +2 health. We will attack the T-Rex for 3 and then 1 extra damage. That'll give her 3 of 5. And we get to draw our last card here. So we draw, oh, perfect, look at that, to get ready. So we reshuffle, we get another card here. And then, what do I want to do? I want to get this other med team out, but not going to be easy to do. I could do that. I'll draw a replacement card. All right, I don't have to worry about that. So I will get ready Captain Marvel. Then I will heal for 2, just so I don't forget, and swing again, which will go to 3. I will attack here. And I will defeat Kang with the 1 extra damage. So that is, Kang is done when defeated. Advance to stage 2 at the end. So that will do that. Draw me another card. And now what I think I will do is I will flip down. I will heal for 3. I will use my apartment to look at the top 5, and I'm going to give myself pheromones. Oh, actually, you know what? I'm not going to give myself pheromones. I'm going to give myself a Venom Blast. Shuffle all these back in. And I will spend these 3 to put the other med team out so that I got more than 1 here. Start getting this going. Could use a med team to heal myself, which might actually be pretty good. So I will heal myself for 2 to go to 9, and we'll go from there. Can also use this Night Nurse. Am I going to get stunned that much? Maybe. Might as well just leave it. All right. So there is that. Got my tokens here, and I'm all set. So we ready up. This is going to go... Oh, we got to draw our cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the only thing I don't have out are these finesses, which I want to get out of the deck to be able to deal with things. But it's going to be a little tricky now because Kang starts moving, so to work our way through that. But we can start playing all this stuff now that we've got a lot of health here and an ability to heal. We can really let Captain Marvel just go to work and just keep ourselves alive is really our goal. So healing, we'll have to see if we can get another med team out in terms of all that. I did draw my second win, so I could have done that. All right, so then at the end of the phase, so now that I'm done, I go to phase 2. I can't join this game, so there's no tokens here, so that's just going to go to the side. And I'm going to draw myself a random 3. This is always fun. So I'm not looking. You can see me looking away from the camera. And I'm going to draw this one. So I'm going to the Chronopolis. So the Chronopolis is going to be Kang Immortus. Has no threat on it. Draw another encounter card. So I could scheme out here, but it's not really a major concern for me. And then let me just set 4 aside. Perfect. All right. And a toughness on Kang, 22 health. That's going to go quick once we get things cooking. So we just have to hope we don't scheme out here is really the only worry that I have. All right, so he's going to add 1 threat. Then he's going to scheme for 3 plus 2 is 5. So here we go. And then 3 threat cards. First one is an assault, so it will surge. Then a Chitauri soldier. A future weapon, that's a pain. And an energy blast. Discard an ally or support you control. Ally or support I control. So I could get rid of this. These are all supports. I think I'll get rid of my Night Nurse. Probably my best one. Doesn't give me any card draw. Don't have to get rid of Captain Marvel. That gets a little tricky. A little dicey, if you will. All right, so this is going to be a mess to deal with. So I wish I had a... yeah, that one's going to be tricky. He's going to attack me for 4. What does he do? Can't take damage while there are minions in play. So we'll have to get rid of that. So let me do my apartment first and see if I can get a pheromones. I do not. I do get an inconspicuous, so I think that's going to be where I'm going to go. Oh, I could just use... Oh, no, that has overkill, right? Yeah, that thing's a mess. All right. So we'll shuffle that back up. Then I'm going to flip my top card because I want to see what mine will be. It's a Power of Protection. That helps with my second win, but not too much else. So I guess it's Captain Marvel time. So let's just heal her up. We're going to need to do that anyway. And then we will attack the Chitauri soldier for 3. And then the extra damage will be here to get rid of Kang's tough. And that will give me a damage. And I will draw this Power of Protection. I'm going to need to get rid of things, or should I just heal up and take that hit? Ah, that's the tricky part, huh? Let's see. Captain Marvel will be able to ready a bunch. Okay, yeah, we're good. So I will heal. Sorry, was what I was thinking. I'll go to 11. This one goes to 11. Then I'll flip to Spider-Woman, and I'm going to get ready with the Sky Cycle. And then Captain Marvel will remove 3 here to go down to 3 and deal 1 damage. 21. So yeah, once I start hitting for 4 at a time with Captain Marvel over and over, it gets a little crazy. 3 there, draw another card. Inspiring Presence. Okay, here we go. So now we will get ready. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to Inspiring Presence with my second wind. So that will heal me. I'll be able to attack, remove 3 again, deal 1, draw a card. It's a get ready. All right. I'm going to use the... if I get a med team, I'll use this. I'm going to use Inconspicuous and the other one to put Finesse out because I want to start building so I have a little bit more to be able to play with. And then I will use that to play another Inspiring Presence. Ready, I'm going to attack here for 4, so that damage is just going to be back on there. and draw another card. Now I've got my containment immunity. That's perfect. So I'll play containment immunity, play a blue, play a green. That'll heal me back up and give me a tough, which is really what I want, is the tough. I will get ready with Captain Marvel. I will attack here for 4, bring him to 12, giving me another damage, draw a card. And then I will use this med team to heal for 2, play Get Ready, and then, sorry, I healed for 1, and then I'm going to attack again. That's going to put that one on there, so I go to 8. There we go. Or sorry, Kang goes to 8. I draw another card. Self-propelled glide, so I will use my call to aid for my self-propelled glide, stand up, and I will swing for 3. Kang is down to 5, and I've got the tough to take the damage, so in good shape. The only thing I'm going to need is like another med team out on the board to help Captain Marvel stay alive a little longer here. But that's a big old epic turn. All right, draw back up. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's my pheromones. That's going to be super good. So it's really just that first turn on stage 3 that'll get a little tricky. Kang will add 1 here. Then Kang will attack me for +2. And I will be stunned. I don't have my night nurse anymore, huh? All right, well, we're just going to have to take it. So I'm going to get attacked for 4. Oh, hold on. If this attack damages that hero. Perfect. 4 + 1 is 5. I am tough, so nothing. And then Kang will draw a card, and it is an exhaustion. Exhaust your identity, and draw another card. Insight 1, and then I have to go search for an obligation. So what obligation do we want? I have Clea as a punch. I have finesse. Let's see. Don't want time travel hijinks. That's the one that destroys this. I think the weakened is probably the best. Depowered is discard one of my cards. So I could discard my finesse or my pheromones. Probably just going to beat him, so I don't really need pheromones, although I'd like to hold it. Yeah, I think weakened will be fine. So we'll put that one out. And then gain that one as well. Let me read that card so I don't miss anything. Different obligation. Shuffle the encounter deck. Ah, look at that. All right, that is to me. So, first thing we will do is have Captain Marvel remove 2 here. Does it even matter? Maybe not. I need to worry about that threat. If I just attack here for 4, draw a card, drew an energy barrier. I'm going to play this other finesse, so that's out on the board. Then I'm going to play Inspiring Presence using finesse. That will let her heal and ready, and I will get rid of the threat and do this damage here. Draw a card. Iron Fist. So when this is defeated, is this set aside? Remove this and Chronopolis. Okay, yep. So those are gone. So now it's just a matter of figuring out what we want to have ready. I'd like to have a pheromones ready for the next one. And I guess I got to use that med team to heal Captain Marvel. We'll see if we get another med team out here. Get down to 2. Don't even need Disguise Cycle. So I will flip over here. And I will use my apartment. Perfect. Draw a med team. And then I'm going to use these 3 to put the med team out. Shuffle my deck. And I'll get ahead of the game and use that med team to heal Captain Marvel again. And then I'll... Oh, that's all right. I'll use... It's not a basic ability, so maybe I can get rid of that next turn. Yeah, I'll hold the weakened. We'll see how it goes. And yeah, fully healed. Perfect. All right, so we go to phase 4. If I remember correctly. None there. So then I got to take my set-aside Nemesis. So Viper comes out. Oop, I got to draw back up. 3, 4, 5, 6. Of course, I drew another Pheromones after all that, right? So yeah, between Pheromones and Containment Immunity, we should be in pretty good shape. The Unflappable works sometimes. Some games when I play with this deck, I'm using Jessica Drew to block a lot. This one doesn't seem to be so true because I've had a lot of those toughs. So it's just a matter of what comes out. But the deck really works well. Like, there's the occasional, oops, I just got too much threat and I couldn't get Captain Marvel out. But everybody thinks, oh, you got to get Captain Marvel and fully loaded. And then the deck, it's like, nope, it really works well with Containment Immunity and Pheromones. And you just stall till you can get there. So works pretty well. All right, and then it's phase 3 Kang. I don't remember where I put phase 3 Kang. Right here. So tough. Shuffle the encounter deck. And 25 health, which crumbles very quickly. We just have to not get that 10. There, and a tough on Kang. Nothing. All right. So Kang will add 1 threat there, then add 3 plus 2 is 5, and Viper will add 2 more. That's going to go to 8. And then we'll draw. And it is a quick strike, which doesn't happen. So that's our only scary moment right there, is seeing how that happens. So I will get rid of my weakened with the Pheromones. Then I will look through my top 5 cards and take a Venom Blast. That's perfect. With Jessica Drew's Apartment. I will look at this card. So I know I'm going to get a 3. That'll be tricky. I will flip. I will use Venom Blast to take out the Viper and get a red here. Then what do we want to do? I want to get rid of threat. So we're going to use Captain Marvel. Oh, I didn't even need to use the 2, did I? Because I could use... That's all right. Yeah, that's fine. Get rid of 3 here and deal... We'll just deal 1 here. Draw a card. Self-Propel Glide. Shuffle. We will get this card, so now we're going to have this, which will just increase our threat 1 every turn. We should be able to stay face up now. Hopefully take Kang down in maybe the next turn. We'll have to see, depending on how things fall. If we draw those Inspireds and get readies, it'll be game. Deck's pretty thin. All right, then we'll use the Sky Cycle to get ready. This is our card here, our encounter card. To ready up, and then we will remove 3 more threat here, still keeping that threat under control. Deal 1 extra damage here. Killing the Ancient Warrior, drawing us another card. Then we will... Yeah, we'll play Pheromones. Let's see, do I want to play any of these singles? No. So we'll just use... Can I use these 2? Yep. So I'll do that to play Pheromones. Pheromones will give me a blue then, and I will Stun and Confuse. That pretty much should help us there. Just make sure I get that tough on top. In terms of all that. And then... Now we will play, I guess, the other med team. Play this med team. Use it to heal Captain Marvel 2. Good shape there. We will, that's a green. We will, we did get rid of that tough, huh? Oh well. We'll attack to get rid of the tough, and then we'll play Self-Propel Glide to ready and deal 4 damage. 21. So if we can attack him 6 times next turn, we will win. Let's see if we can do that. I know I can attack him. Well, 3, including her. If I could draw a Venom Blast, that'll speed it up too. Oops, so these 3 should be on here. I could block for 4 if I need to. Draw 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just when we get ready, now we're getting tons of med teams, so we'll have to see where this goes from here. Use these. All right, he's going to add 1. He's going to attack me for 3, but he's stunned, and then he's going to draw a card. So it's going to be a weekend, so we're going to have that obligation in play. Might just fight through that one at this point. All right, Captain Marvel, let's go to town. So we're going to get rid of 3 here, and then do the 1/4. That's 17. Draw a card. Take a damage. It's an energy barrier. We will Sky Cycle to get ready. We'll do 4 again, down to 13. If I can just draw a Venom Blast, that would be the other way to win this here. And it is Clea. Then we can get ready. Captain Marvel, deal 4 more, down to 9. Played Get Ready, that gives me a blue. Draw a card. Night Nurse. So it's not in the cards for this one, I don't think. Although, if I get these 2 out, I might be able to, huh? I could deal 3, 6, and he could deal 3 as 9. Ooh, that might be it. Okay. So I think I had to take another damage here that I missed. All right. So let's use these 2 and the Finesses to play Iron Fist. Iron Fist gets 2 counters. I'm going to attack and deal 3 damage to Kang, and stun Kang. Also gives me a green counter. Then I'm going to play Inconspicuous to remove this 2 threat and give me a yellow counter. Now I can attack for 4, down to 2. Self-propel glide, get ready, attack for 4. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a dead Kang. There you go. There's the deck. So, yeah, essentially, you're just playing with those cards, and then you're using all your upgrades from leadership. I can show you what else is in here if you haven't seen this deck before. I had Larry play it on stream, but it's gotten even better with the Ant-Man pack. So you got to load up on your med teams. I still waver back and forth about putting 1 first aid in here to go to 41 cards, because it feels like it might be a little bit better at 41 cards. And having that first aid just every so often when you don't have those med teams, it's nice and cheap to keep Captain Marvel moving. But honestly, it works very often. Again, like I said, sometimes you don't quite get set up. Ooh, did I miss that? I missed that one, which wouldn't have mattered. Sorry about that. But yeah, you've got your cards here. You're trying to get Captain Marvel out. And then you've got your 3 med teams. And then some of these greens you can play around with a little bit, depending on who you're fighting. But then you got your Get Readies. I'm keeping out the Captain Marvel, Spider-Woman cards. And your 3 Inspiring Presence. Use all the double resources. Call for Aid is the other one that I put in there. That seems to work pretty well. In terms of all that, I use the Power Protection because there's a lot of these cards that cost 2, 3, and 4, so it seems really good. But again, you can change this up a little bit against other villains and whatnot. I still really like a Power Leadership because I like having one for pheromones. But with all these upgrades, I got rid of Team Training, which is another card you could put in there. But the blue, the leadership, tends to be the trickiest spot. You're pretty full between these 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's pretty much what you want in there. And then the Call for Aid for 11. And then here, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you could play around a little bit on green. It's still a little tricky. I like energy barriers if I go up against Ultron, then I like to have more energy barriers. I max those out. Clea to take the hits, Iron Fist for the stun, but you could drop Iron Fist. You could put Black Widow in here. The second wind is to heal, so again, that's just if you want to take a hit, and then you'll be able to heal, but you could swap that out. But you can only have 3 allies, so you're usually moving those in and out, and then of course you got all of her cards here as well. But that's kind of the plan for the deck and what I have laid out. That's going to be it for us for Marvel Thursday. Thanks, everybody, for watching and joining. If you watch later, let me know. How's the deck? Have you tried this deck before? The Spider-Woman, Captain Marvel, Draw Your Life deck and whatnot. Thanks, everybody, for watching, commenting afterward. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more and more Marvel Champions playthroughs, Marvel playthroughs, and, of course, just all sorts of other board games and games. Typically live from our store, The Portal. Right now, live from the Portal home office. All right, everybody, have a great Thursday. We'll see you next week.